What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph. You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're going back to Gacharic Spin. Yes, indeed, Gacharic Spin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from SMB, and this is actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page, so there you go, SMB. Hope you enjoy the show, man. SMB wanted to see me react to this. It is Gacharic Spin, and I hope I don't butcher this name too badly, with a tune called Unmei Saemo Kaeru Kotoba.
What did he say?
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Gacharic Fan, okay? And the video has 572 views. Not gonna get you there, sorry. No, look, I'm sure the song is fine, I'm sure the video's fine, I'm sure everything's just fine. I'm just saying 572 views is not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Boy, we got a lot here. Okay. Gacharic Spin, Unmei Saemo Kaeru Kotoba. I hope that's right, or at least close. No idea what that says. Sakura Liar Tour Final 2015. So this is from 2015. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
They got Oreo singing lead? Let's back up a bit, shall we? Okay. First of all, the energy and drive in this song is so strong that it's borderline chaotic. Oh boy. If we were to go any harder, any faster, any more energy, any more drive, I don't know if the song would be able to sustain it. I think it might turn into just absolute chaos. Now, it's not crossing that line though. It's not going into chaos, but it's close. I am thrilled to see Oreo singing lead. I've always known from watching all of these live performances from Gacharic Spin, I've always known that she can sing and she's capable of singing live, and especially with her harmonies. I've always enjoyed her singing harmony. Her singing lead, I like it! I am also glad to see that it's not a typical thing. Don't get me wrong, I love her voice. I do, but I don't know. I feel like I just feel like the other ladies do it better. Okay, so it's hard to explain. It's nothing Oreo's doing wrong. I just feel the other two ladies just do it a little bit better. That's all. I think they're a little bit stronger as a lead vocalist. But I'm still glad to see her getting the chance to shine a little bit. So that's nice. Someone's gonna have to explain to me what is going on with this character here wearing the wig. Someone explain that to me. What's the story here? I'm sure there is a story of some kind. No idea what it is. For right now, let's get back into this for now. Let's see where this goes. Nice. Little distortion on Koga there. Like seeing that. That's great. I know it's because, you know, it's a live show and there's more to come. I get that. It's fine. I just find humor whenever you get those sudden abrupt stops, you know, those abrupt cuts without the song actually ending. It's always entertaining for some reason to me. There's a few things to discuss here for sure. All good, I think. Yeah, no, wait. Maybe not. No, I'm not sure. I think it's all good, but something's telling me there's something I want to talk that I'm not the biggest fan of. Anyway, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Gacharic Spin with a tune, and I know I'm butchering this name. I know I am, but I'm still gonna give it the old college try with a tune entitled Unmei Saemo Kaeru Kotoba. Blah. Yeah, that. You know what I'm talking about. It's in the title. This was a request from SMB, and this was actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, SMB. I hope you enjoyed the show. Oh boy. Okay, there's not as much to talk about as I thought there was. I thought there was like, 15 things I want to discuss, but no, it really just comes down to like 4 or 5 things. And contrary to popular belief, I thought there might have been a negative in there, but there actually isn't. So anyway, let's get to the score and I'll clarify everything, I promise. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.4. Yup, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.4, what does that mean? Well, an 8.4 would translate to a great scale rating. So overall, I think this was a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.4, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. This song was pure energy. That's really the only way I can describe the song. Pure energy, pure drive. I mean, it was just go, 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 nonstop. Foot on the pedal, pedal to the floor, damned to be the rules, and full speed ahead. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with it because it was tempered with control. It wasn't just flying off the handle, go as fast as we can, and end up diving into utter and complete chaos. No, it was control. Okay, we didn't fly off the handle. We stayed within our lines. Everything was fine, but boy, we were speeding along with this one. The energy and the drive on this song were absolutely off the hook, and because it was controlled and not chaotic, I enjoyed that. It was nice to hear. The songwriting on the flip side, the chordal progression, the notation, the melodic lines, the harmonic lines. If I'm being honest, I've heard much stronger songwriting from them. This song was all about the energy, all about the drive. There was absolutely nothing complex within the playing in the keyboards and the bass and in the guitar, other than the solo sections, which we're going to talk about. But as far as the actual song goes, the main riffs, the chorus, the verses, nah, it was pretty simple, which allowed the ladies to really focus on energy and drive. So it's fine. It works out in the end. The solo sections from each lady that had a solo. I'm going to start with Koga. Her bass solo was nice. I love the fact that she kicked on that little overdrive, that little bass fuzz. That was really nice. Very well mixed, very well designed, very well EQ'd. It did not sound muddy. It did not sound heavy. It sounded fuzzy, yeah, absolutely, but there was still bite in the fuzz. I've said this time and time again, bass players, when you use distortion, don't treat it like a guitar. Please don't do that. You cannot EQ a bass for distortion the way that you would EQ a guitar for distortion. Remember, it's a whole octave lower. It's a lower ranged instrument. So if you're gonna sit there and crank up your mids and crank up your highs to get the most, not the highs, crank up the lows to get the fullest distortion you can on a guitar, on a bass, that's gonna turn into a swamp, man. It's gonna turn into absolute mud, and you do not want that. You wanna get the bite in there. You wanna get, that crunch. Yes, you want the crunch, you want the fuzz, absolutely, but you've got to have the presence up. You've got to have that bite, because if you don't, it's gonna turn to sludge. She did a great job with her EQing on the bass. Flipped it over to Oreo for the keyboard solo, which was really nice. I started hearing the melodic lines, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm looking over at Tomozo going, I don't see her soloing. What's going on? And then I saw the keyboard. I saw Oreo going crazy. I'm like, that explains it. Okay, there it is. Now, she did a fine job with her solo. No complaints whatsoever. Hannah's drumming on this. Wow. She has some fantastic polyrhythms going. Some great counts against the meter. Going into that like 3 feel against the 4, not with the 4. She was intentionally playing against it to make it sound like she was playing in 3, while everybody else was playing in 4. And then it lined up every 3rd measure for everybody else and every 4th measure for her. Really counting on that China cymbal to really make that as effective as possible. That's just one example. There were other examples throughout, and her fills were really nice. I'm going to be honest with you, if it had not been for her drumming throughout the entire song, I kind of feel like she kind of stole the show a little bit with her drumming. If it had not been for her drumming, we probably would be somewhere, we'd still be in the grace, but we'd be like about an 8.2 if I'm being honest. Like 8.1, 8.2, somewhere in there. So how is this getting an 8.4? I have said this time and time again on the channel. If you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, folks, you know what I'm going to say. So say it with me.
Say it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. In this case, it helped the score. It didn't help as much as you might think, though. Like I said, the score I gave for the song on its own, I would have given an 8.4. An 8.2. We only came up 0.2. Now, let me explain how that happened. That's kind of interesting. They did check off all the boxes. They really did, okay? Let's start at the top. Stage presence, check. They always have it. They always have those colorful costumes, and they don't look like roadies. They look like performers, and they act like performers. So they always have the stage presence. I've never seen them not have stage presence. Stage energy, okay. I am going to give it a check. Not because of anything any of the ladies did, that the core band members did, but luckily they have their, I guess, for lack of a better word, their backup dancers. Are coming out and doing the acting with the costumes and the wigs and everything like that. There was stage energy from them, but from the core members of the band, not really. They didn't really move around at all. Moving on to the next thing, which would be stage interaction. Again, I'm going to give it a check, but again, it wasn't the 4 ladies. It wasn't Tomozo, it wasn't Koga, it wasn't Hannah, it wasn't Oreo. It was their backup dancers. Coming up to the front with, one of them acting as a DJ booth, the other one, doing the head scratch, doing the record scratches on the head of the other one. That is, I do count that as stage interaction. I do, but it's not coming from the ladies in the band. It's coming from their backup dancers. Crowd interaction. I am giving that a check. I am giving that one a check. I did see Oreo a couple of times pointing out the crowd, gesturing out to the crowd. And that is crowd energy. She's acknowledging the crowd is there and trying to get them to interact. So I count that. I will absolutely count that. So crowd interaction, check. Showmanship. Again, going back to those backup dancers. The backup dancers really did everything. Doing the whole skit thing, dressing up with the wigs and you know, doing the whole DJ booth thing. I mean, it was cute, it was entertaining, it was funny, and as a result, they get that showmanship. Production, same thing. Plus, they also had the video screens in the back, which were nice, and you could tell that they were all planned out because they had the wording across the front superimposed and opacity out, you know, a chroma keyed out, so that, you know, they could get the live footage with the words overlaid on top of the image that was being shown on the screen. So that was obviously pre-planned and pre-designed. So it was well done, and I gotta give credit where credit's due on that. Don't think I didn't see the drone. I always like it when, you know, people or bands in particular use drones to get footage. Drones are such a great versatile tool. I don't understand why more bands don't use them. I have seen an uptick in bands utilizing drone technology to help with filming and get angles that you just can't get anywhere else. More important than angles, though, is camera movement. You know, starting here, like, you know, head level, and then coming up and pitching down while moving up. Angles like that, you can't get with, you know, people on foot. You can get them with a crane if you can get the crane close enough. You know, you can't always do that. So drones are able to do things that, you know, cameramen on foot and cameramen on cranes can't always get. And they move much smoother than cranes do. I'm sorry, but they do. A little harder to control, maybe not quite as precise, but definitely gives you more options. I really wish more bands would start utilizing camera drones. I really do. Last thing I want to talk about, and I talked about this a little bit during the course of the reaction. It was nice seeing Oreo sing live. I know she can sing. I'm very well aware of the fact that she's capable of singing. I hear her sing backing vocals all the time, and her harmonies I always enjoy. But it's nice to see somebody who's able to sing, has the capability of singing, has the talent to sing, doesn't sing lead, get a chance to sing lead. Now, that is probably the only song in the entire show that she actually sang lead on. And that's perfectly fine. I'm glad I got to see her finally get to do it. Having said that, as much as I love Oreo, guys, Oreo's my girl. You know that. In this band, and everyone's like, well, you're a bass player. Your girl's probably Koga. No, believe it or not, my girl's not Koga. My girl is Oreo. She is a fun person to watch. She understands how to put on a good show, and I absolutely appreciate this. It's the same reason I like Ale. Everybody likes Pow. Everybody likes Danny. I love Ale. She's little Jean, man. Come on. How can you not love her? She's the best showman in the band. For the warning. And with this one, I think the best showman is Oreo, honestly. She's my girl. Lands down, flat out. But having said that, I'm glad she doesn't sing lead regularly. I'm really glad to see that. Hannah was singing lead for most of the time, and then Angie's now come along, and now she's trying to take on more lead responsibilities, because she's got a really nice voice too. Nothing against Oreo. I think she has a fine voice. But as a lead vocalist, I don't see it. Not as a regular lead vocalist. I think what she sang was just fine. I think she did a fine job. But, you know, on a regular basis, I'd rather see Angie singing or Hannah singing. So, nothing against Oreo. Like I said, I love her. She's my girl. But not in this case when it comes to being a lead vocalist. You know, some people just, they have certain strengths. And you want to play to those strengths. I don't like singing lead really either. I prefer singing backing vocals. There are times I have to sing lead, and I will, but and everybody's told me, you know, the same thing. You got a really nice voice, but, you know, the other lead singer, he sounds a little better, you know, and you really shine as a backing vocalist. I agree 100% with those people. I'm not disputing it. I'm just saying, you know, for the sake of comparison, sometimes you just got to know what you're really good at and stick to it, you know. But it was still nice to see her sing lead. Anyway, 8.4, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.4, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.